I didn't really think I would have to do a video on this kind of thing for a couple of weeks. Obviously with the whole thing that's going on in the world, obviously the pandemic and stuff, and because there wasn't really a lot of stuff going on. And I've been trying to think of literally, putting my mind somewhere else, so I've been doing gameplays and everything else. But this come across me this morning, and I'm still talking about it on Twitter with a couple of people, and we just cannot seem to grasp what this person's trying to say. So, this is the first one from the Reasonable Rangers. Due to the current global situation, BAK Anime has had to reschedule for next year. However, BAK Anime announced VM will be joining everyone at the Bakersfield Comic Con this November, which is great. Grab your tickets now as the event is selling out quickly. Then we have this person. So, my local Comic-Con anime convention announced they were bringing back VM and asked him to come back next year too. What the F is wrong with all these people? He is literal this. F you BAK Anime? This guy done this to me at BAK Anime when I was 16. So, 9 years ago. This person's 25. He knew I was underage and knew people have the audacity to keep asking this guy to come back year after year. Even while he's in court admitting he is a creep, not even thinking it's wrong. He never admitted to himself being a creep. Again, this person hasn't even read the transcripts or even watched the deposition videos. He took underage girls to his hotel room when the convention was at the Marriott. Are you people just that ignorant and blind? He did this in front of you and yet you choose to let it happen. So just to add into this, this footage has actually come after I made the actual video, but we got by here. This person is saying that obviously when they met VM when they were 16. So when they were 16, which they're 25 now, so they would have been 2011. 2011 VM was at BAK Anime, but that was actually on the January 23rd, 2011, and it was in Doubletree Hotel, not in the Marriott. The next time VM was at this convention was 2017, and that was in Kern County Fairgrounds. Then, he was there again, February the 2nd to the 3rd last year, and with that was in Kern County Fairgrounds as well. And what I found out by here is the times that BAK Anime was at the Bakersfield Marriott at the Convention Centre was 2013 twice, 2014, 2015 and 2016. And VM wasn't at any of these conventions. Back to the video. You've given him the platform to cry and beg for people to stand next to him despite hundreds of testimonies, including mine, to be shouted, and you say, unless we see it, it didn't happen. First of all, there's not hundreds of testimonies. There's only a handful of affidavits that have actually gone into the court as well, and some of them are very, very questionable, because amongst them, there's people who have filed fake and false police reports. You got someone who's actually medically diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic, so you can wipe them two off straight away. Anyway, with this person, what the funniest thing is, what they've said here and what they said back in January of last year. So, carries on. Yet this happened at your convention. This happened when he waltzed into his own panel and threw food at us like we were dogs, and took teenagers to his room for prayer meetings. My own brother didn't believe me until I showed him photos of VM hugging me, and me trying my hardest to keep my chest away from him. What more is it going to take BAK Anime? How many more people get this for you to wake up? So first of all, they're saying that her own brother didn't believe her. Wow. Your family's lovely, aren't they? First of all, your family would have believed you straight away. So why didn't anyone believe you? Are you normally telling lies to people? So people are a bit like, don't know if we should trust her or not. Are you this little, person who cries wolf when someone turns you down and you go, right, that's it. They've turned me down. I know what I'll do. I'll go online and say they done this to me. Is that what you are? I'm 25 years old and I'm sick and tired of being shut up by you every year, that he is innocent, when in fact I was one of these and I'm not going to stay quiet anymore. So first of all, you've said that you've been telling these people every single year and they haven't believed you for 9 years. So, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I have been talking with someone on Twitter regarding this. And in Bakersfield and Pasadena, in that area, because of what this person is accusing VM of, so all this stuff, there's actually no time frame for that sort of thing for them to report it. So again, we've seen people come back from the 70s who are saying Bill Cosby and all these people have done it. So I'm assuming, because what they've said here, that this guy done this to him, there's no time frame. So why don't you go to the police and make a report? I'm sure you actually know who you've been talking to as well, BAK Anime, because you even mentioned, what's his face. So if you do that, make sure you go and do this. So, carries on. God, at this rate, BAK Anime probably will be like, unless we walk in on him, he's in our good graces. 10 out of 10, I bet BAK Anime doesn't even give two Fs about all of us who were this. They only care about how much money he manages to put in old what's-his-face pockets. Then we have the actual Facebook rant. And when you read this, and when we go back to something else after, which you will see, it's kind of funny. Okay, I have a whole lot to say about this. First of all, friends of BAK Anime really going to sit here and announce they're bringing him back? This bastard of a pervert admitted in his own court proceedings that he does not find it wrong to kiss girls on the mouth. He never said that. Again, this person hasn't even read the transcripts or watched the deposition videos. Second of all, yeah, I do have the right to call him this because he done this to me when I was 16 years old. 9 years ago, they're 25, no time limit on going to report this to the authorities, so go and do it. The people of this convention have ignored my messages, calling them out on their defense of VM, stating if they didn't see it, it didn't happen. So with that there, she's saying that she's told the convention every single year, and they've ignored her in a Twitter post, remember? But on the Facebook one, she's saying they've stated if we didn't see it, it didn't happen. Straight away, she's contradicting between different social platforms. She probably thinks that no one's going to look at this, but if I say this on this platform, they're not going to go check on this one. This person, come on, really? You're going to be that stupid? Years ago, actually the same year this happened to me, I saw VM take a young blonde girl upstairs to the hotel for prayer meetings. This happened during the convention weekend and continued to happen as long as BAK Anime was held at the location. At this same convention, the day I met him, so first of all, cast your minds back to the Twitter tweet where she said, "Oh yeah, he done this to us, we were like dogs." Says it again here. At the same convention, stepped over me, threw his leftover fries on my friend and I, and we were like dogs. During his panel, he invited this girl up, done this. I've been shut up by this convention enough, they've silenced me. Enough. I've had enough. VM is this. He, by his own admission, does this. What more needs to be said about this than all of this? So, first of all, there's not hundreds of testimonies because there's not hundreds of testimonies. This person is literally just taking what other people have said and saying, "Oh, I'll add this word." But this is where it gets interesting. So, this is January 2019. I first encountered him between 2012 and 2013, and he walked into this room with some fries on a plate and put on this praise me personality, and said to a group of underage girls if they wanted to share with him. First of all, you can look at that there, there's actually two whole things straight away that is wrong, that she contradicts with the one she's actually said today. So, first of all, she's 25, she said it happened when she was 16, so 9 years ago. So you got, it's 2020, take away 9, that's 2011. She says she met him between 2012 and 2013, 2 years out. That's one. Another thing she says, he walked into the room with some fries on a plate and put on this, and said to a group of underage girls, "Do you want to share with me?" In the tweet she said today, he threw them at us on the floor, me and my friends. Doesn't say that here, does she? So literally, every single thing that this person has said is a lie, because they cannot remember what they've done. And if you look actually in the, who she's replying to, oh look, Han Leia, the person who got it wrong in the first place. We're going to carry on. And it progressively got worse from there because some, again, were pulled from the crowd to do some want to drink tea from my lip scene from an anime, and he did it without any shame. Later I heard he was inviting girls to his room. I can't say how much of that is true, but I witnessed the first two things with my own eyes because my friends were screaming over it. I called out his behaviour to the man who puts on the con every year, but every single year VM gets invited back. I've grown exhausted because not only is this grown-ass man living on praise of girls too young, but the man who pays him to come refuses to make our con, the fans, and our city safe. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Every single thing this person has said in tweets from last year are completely different this year. This year she says, oh, I don't know what's true, but they done this. And this year she's like, oh, he done this to me, how dare he? So it's completely different each time. So straight away, I've said this before and I will keep saying it. To be a good liar, you need to have a fantastic memory. This person has got a memory like a sieve. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see all you wonderful people soon.